What's up, guys, and welcome to the second episode of the JRB podcast. I'm your host, Josh, and I'm joined today with...
Billy,
go on,
introduce yourself.
Go on, Reese, you go first.
Guys, come on! Come
I'll be
on.
nice and let Reese go first.
Go
Oh,
on.
wow. Alright, well, go on, it's me, Reese.
And
I ain't got anything. Yeah.
He's
You're
always
right.
got the best intros, right?
I know,
Yeah, he has.
they're amazing.
I'm Billy, obviously, you know, Billy Burns SFW on YouTube, shameless plug, but
Right,
yeah,
well,
I'm
yeah,
Billy.
if you want to get that, that's in the description. So, alongside will be my channel, except I don't have to plug it like Billy because, you know...
Yeah.
Ooh, big oof.
Literally.
And, yeah, so this is the second episode. If you wanted to see our first episode, that will also be linked in the description.
Probably.
Billy.
Yes, I will, don't worry, I will.
Okay, so as opposed to our first episode, we're just gonna dive.
We
straight
actually
into
have topics.
Yeah, we're gonna just dive straight into them, and so yeah, we'll just dive straight into the first one. So obviously the big one on everyone's mind is this woman who is returning from Syria after joining ISIS for a certain amount of years, having her British citizenship revoked by the Home Office. So
It's
what's your
been
guys'
trending everywhere for the last
opinion?
week,
Yeah,
I think.
literally all over Instagram, everywhere.
Wait, what? She went to ISIS and ISIS took it away? Or...
No.
We
so
took it away.
She in 2014. She fled. She was 15 and she fled to Syria
Yeah.
to join ISIS.
Oh, right.
And then now she come back now and
Thinking that she's going to get citizenship.
yeah, because she's pregnant. and
bit
she,
smart.
She wants to get in with her son.
Well,
And,
yeah.
yeah. So.
But then again, if you think about it, it does make sense what they're doing. I
Yeah,
understand the
well,
whole like child thing, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah. But even still, so do you guys believe that the Home Office made the right choice, or
I think
do you
they're still,
believe
aren't
that-
they still debating it? Whether she's going to
No,
come back
no,
in?
she's not allowed in. No,
Oh,
they've said
alright.
no.
Yeah, I mean, to
I
be
mean-
fair though, like, right,
if you're gonna go and like dip from like a secure location where your son is or whatever, and then just go to
Oh
join
no, 'cause she
a...
hadn't had a son at this point.
Oh, okay.
to be
Well,
fair, like,
no,
an
but still,
argument
if
I've
you're
seen,
gonna
like,
if you're gonna
have you guys seen
leave
the argument
somewhere
about her
that
coming
you
back in?
wanna, if you wanna leave somewhere where you want to come back to go and then join a terrorist group, what are you doing? Like,
Especially since we're at war with them, near enough.
The thing is, though, is that,
Pretty
as you
much,
fair,
yeah.
I don't agree with this, obviously, but, like, the argument that a lot of people have been saying is, a lot of people are saying, like, she was 15, and at a young age, you can be brainwashed easily, and apparently
Yeah,
now she
there
regrets
is a
that
lot of
decision. Now, I'm not
radicalisation
justifying
right there.
it, but that's what I've heard
that's a
people
lot
say.
of there has been a lot of radicalization. Do you know?
See,
You
yeah,
lot know what that
that's
is?
for the other. No.
Right, basically, it's basically brainwashing.
Oh,
If that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of
Basically,
people are
they're
saying
saying
that she's
but
been
they have no
brainwashed.
evidence. They
I
have
would-
no evidence that that's what happened to her.
They're basically teaching people that like this is right and and they're blackmailing. There's a lot of stuff to it.
Yeah, it's quite, to be fair, it's quite sad, really, like, what happens, because some
Well, no,
people... at a young age, like
So-
you should think of yourself that obviously some people come from different backgrounds, you know, and they might not be able to think for themselves, and it is quite sad just to know that it does happen.
And people might
I
say,
see
"Oh
what
yeah,
you're
your parents. Oh yeah, why don't you go to someone?" But if you're in danger as a child, like a 15-year-old, you don't really want to go and tell your parents because you know what they're gonna say. You know that they're gonna lash out, or they're gonna be like, "Oh."
Another thing is as
or
well, some
something.
people
They're
don't
gonna
have a
do-
close relationship with their parents.
Yeah, or they don't really have many close relationships at all, or they don't have anyone that they really think they can trust. Whereas they're getting radicalized by that one person who's radicalizing them, and then that's the one person that they trust.
yeah,
And it's
Yeah,
like, well,
yeah.
you
No,
can't go.
I believe that she should have been allowed back in, but she should have been like charged with criminal like offences, like war crimes.
Yes,
if that's,
but
if that's what
you-
it is, because
yes, but you
then
don't,
She learns from the prison sentence,
Although some people don't.
and we also.
But
you
then
know,
also
there.
you have got to acknowledge that you don't know whether this person is faking the fact that they just want to be with their son, even
Yeah,
though they
good
literally
point.
just come from a terrorist group. Like,
Wait, is-
you don't know what they're thinking, what's going through their mind, what they're doing,
Yeah,
what they're
yeah.
why they're here.
This
they
is
could be
why
many
it's been
reasons.
debated.
They could be
Yeah,
like
I
racketeering and
I
recruiting.
actually
Sorry, not racketeering.
heard someone say that instead of like just not letting her in, they should like execute her. But then I was just like,
Jesus.
I know, yeah, I was like, that's a bit far. And also, if we did that, we're no better than ISIS ourselves.
And not only is that bad, because it's also enraging this terrorist group even more, or even
And this is why it's been
like
debated
people who
non-stop,
believe
'cause it's
that
not
that
a
is
black
wrong.
and white situation.
We ended this
Like, you
because
can't-
we didn't think it was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so this is why, like, you can't just, it's not black and white, you can't just pinpoint answers like that, because they have, well, there's this context to it, in this context, and that's why they spent about a week debating it, because you can't just make a judgment.
To be honest,
that
which is
simply.
why sometimes actually our government actually does something good, but like you
Oof.
know, like they actually think about it, and they actually think what they're doing, what they're saying.
Yeah. Oh, well, I'm not sure if it's me. Josh, is Reese cutting out on your end, or is it just me?
He is, but it's been alright, like, I can ignore it.
Oh, yeah,
right,
no.
Sorry. Do you want me to turn my mic up?
No, it's not that, it's fine. It's
Wi-Fi connection.
Anyway, yeah, so,
Because you guys dip out a
Obviously-
bit sometimes.
yeah, but that's just Discord, isn't it?
Yeah, true. It is.
Yeah,
very
don't
true.
worry about that, guys, we're still working on it.
This is, well, yes, our
Um,
second episode, so...
Our production quality will rise.
I mean, we'll rise
It
over
will
time.
happen
Well-
one day. Trust us.
Well,
It will.
Reese has made improvements. He's got a mic stand now and a pop filter instead of a sock.
Yeah, that's... Instead of a sock.
Well,
No
yeah.
way was he actually using a sock last time.
I was.
I didn't even know that.
Well, yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
we
it's
thought
budget
you
life,
have to
bro.
use something.
Budget life.
Fair
Yeah,
enough, fair
literally.
enough.
It works like really well though.
Do you know
Yeah.
what? It actually does.
not
I'll
bad.
give Reese that because I've tried it myself. I mean, it's not the best thing
Yeah.
in the world. Don't
Gotta
get me
take
wrong.
that
I
out.
mean, yeah, I mean, whatever works, you know?
Yep.
But now I'm all good. I've got all the equipment I need.
Speaking of improvements,
Ooh.
Oh,
you're
right.
gonna like the way I've
Segue.
done this.
Oh,
I've
transition.
segued into this. Speaking of improvements, recently, well, not so recently now, but recently, Fortnite has begun to die off
yeah.
in favour of Apex.
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
Personally,
Apex
I
is-
have never played Apex, so I
Oh
can't judge.
my god, Apex looks so good.
you played it?
No, I haven't, but it looks
I haven't played
really
it.
good.
Literally,
I've
saw
seen
everyone
gameplay
I
of it
talked
on
to-
YouTube, and that's about
I saw Hat Films playing it. I quite like them, and they're very good at critiquing new things. And they're not really biased towards like
Yeah,
other things.
Yeah, the thing is though, because I think on Twitch is I'm trying to think, because Fortnite
Although-
on Twitch.
Actually,
It's
no, they
second
might
now,
have been
isn't
a bit biased because they don't really like Fortnite that much. But I don't know.
Wait,
They
did you
they
see
were
those Fortnite? They've made new Fortnite Nerf guns.
Ah.
Have they?
no, I haven't.
Yeah,
seen
Fortnite. They're
Fair.
actually quite. I don't want to say cool because I don't want to sound like that, but they are quite. I'll send you a picture. But
Artsy.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah, I did not know that
As a
existed,
kid,
but-
right? No, if you were a kid, they probably look cool, didn't it? Like they
they would
probably
be.
look
They would
really
be
quite
amazing.
cool.
I guarantee if we grew up with Fortnite, like if we were like 10 or 11 now, we would love it probably.
I've never been allowed a Nerf gun anyway. I've never actually had one in my life, so
I did.
I never. I
I
saw the
used
appeal
them,
in it,
but
and
I never owned
and I
one.
thought they were quite cool. It's like a little like you
Go on, have a
play
look in the,
toy or
the
whatever,
Discord
where you
chat.
could just play about with like your mates or something.
Because
Because I used to go to my mate's house and do that. Oh damn, they're quite realistic towards like the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, this is something I want to mention. Like, a lot of people think that Apex Legends is the only game to like compete with Fortnite to this level. But if you guys don't remember last year, do you remember a game called Realm Royale? And that was
I
trending
don't actually. I've never.
Yes,
yeah, I've never
yes, I
actually
do.
heard of that.
because that almost
There
overtook
was-
Fortnite last year.
Realm Royale and that jokey one with all like the ragdoll physics and that.
Oh
and
yeah,
the
what was
wall.
that one called?
I can't remember. It was something funny. It was like there was also one with like pots and pans and stuff. That was funny.
pots and pans.
Hat Films played all the alternative ones. If you want to go and check out all the alternative like ones, go check out Hat Films because
Yeah, go check out the Hat Films.
Oh right, yeah, no,
they,
I've not
they,
actually...
they need it. They need to reach 1 mil. They've been trying
Yeah.
for about 5 years.
Yeah, I forgot. If we promote them on the JRB podcast, we'll get them.
Oh yeah,
the
obviously.
mill, definitely. Because we're
with
so
the 9 plays.
we
Yeah,
have
they'll
all
be like that.
we have
Yeah,
we have
instantly
the
1 million.
we have the
So,
dare I say this word, but we have the clout.
Oh,
Yeah.
Where did
Anyway.
that word come from? Like, I'm sorry.
I don't.
like-
Yeah, I don't actually know. It was kind of just a mixture of.
Because
Right,
I
boys.
first heard it from Clout Gang from FaZe Banks.
No,
That's
it
when I
was,
first heard
it
the
was
word
obviously before it because
Yeah, I
they
can see what you mean.
obviously they've heard of the name. They've heard of Clout before because they've named their whole thing Clout Gang. So they're like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
let's call
that's-
it Clout Gang.
That's when I first heard the word clout, and I was like, okay, whatever. But then people
I
started
had
using it
heard it
unironically.
before that. I had heard it before that.
People started using it unironically, and I was like, oh wait, is this actually a thing now?
I don't watch Clout Gang or whatever they're called. Is it Clout Gang?
Yeah,
Who's
that's
in
like
it?
FaZe,
I don't even know,
Rascum,
really.
Melissa Violet,
Oh, it's them.
Sommeray.
I only really know them from the Shane Dawson doc.
Oh, I've
documentary.
been watching FaZe Banks for like years, so
Oh, yeah. I never really. Right, I used to like the Optic House a lot more than FaZe House.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah,
know
I
why.
suppose. I don't remember.
Oh, that was
to be
it.
honest, 'cause it was
Apex
years
looks
ago.
cool because it has its own like unique powers and stuff. Is that right? I swear that there's like powers and shit in it.
I have not looked into the game, so I can't really say.
I think there is. I think there's like some next level powers you can get.
But the thing is, though, I think with Fortnite, like, I think we knew that it would die down eventually. Because look at Minecraft. That was
Yeah. Well, no, there's still more average monthly players on Minecraft than there ever has been on Fortnite.
yeah, that is. Oh yeah, I suppose that is a good point. But I think in like the media, it's not like. It's not seen as the game it once was. Like all the Minecraft YouTubers have quit now. There are some of them are still doing it. Don't get me wrong. Some Minecraft YouTubers are still doing great, but it's nowhere
It's not
near.
the money. Yeah, it's not the money that you like. It's not as relevant as it used to be.
And you notice that Minecraft YouTubers, they used to get millions of views a video, but now
Yeah.
it's nowhere near that level.
Yeah, you get like robots and shit that can heal you and shield you and stuff. And then you can also like it's like Black Ops with the
Oh,
abilities.
we're going back to Apex. So we get
Yeah,
back to
yeah, no,
Sorry.
we're going
No,
back to
I was
that.
searching it
Smash
up.
this. Going
I was
back and
searching it up.
forth.
Sorry. Yeah, but yeah, they have like their own like abilities. Like you can get like a shield, I think, and like a robot, that shields you and heals you. I think it's more or less like a lot more like Black Ops with like the special abilities that they have. I don't know if they used it in Blackout. I haven't played that, so are you able to use the?
I think I played one game.
Yeah, you know in Blackout, are you able to use the abilities? If you aren't, then that's why this game is
I don't think
rising.
you are.
I think it's just because
I
it's a
wouldn't
new
know, honestly.
concept. It's very unique, and yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, even if it did like overtake it massively, I don't think Fortnite would die.
Not
But
gonna lie to you.
I think it would have
it's
the
same-
Minecraft effect.
It's the Minecraft effect. Yes.
Yeah,
There will
that's
be
what I
so
think it
many
would have.
people trying to copy it because they want to become higher, but the original will always stay strong. Although I
Yeah.
don't know in this case right now, because
Well, I mean-
Apex might gather a lot more following than Minecraft. I mean, than Fortnite. What the hell?
Yeah, I suppose in a way, like I guess you
But
could
then again,
argue it's like
Fortnite-
comparing apples and oranges. They're two different. There's
Then
different
again,
reasons why
Fortnite
people
might pull
like them.
something out of the hats and be like, "Oh yeah," and here's some cool
Yeah.
stuff.
You never
and
know, really.
Then appeal to like
well.
tons more people.
Yeah, Reese. You mentioned. I think you mentioned before about Shane Dawson,
Yes.
and there's actually there's something that's been going on with him lately. Him exposing Chuck E. Cheese.
I wouldn't say
for-
exposed because it was a
Well,
conspiracy.
it's a conspiracy, but it could be true.
I didn't
and,
see this, so this is interesting.
It's that Chuck E. Cheese were reusing like unused, like uneaten pizza slices.
So like if somebody left their
So,
pizza
like,
slice on the table, the waiters would come and collect it and then give it to people in the
Like, form of
kitchen.
pizza. They
They give it
like,
to people in the kitchen.
And
no,
then they
dash
use
it-
that.
They
No,
dash
they
some cheese.
they
on
use
it
that
and
leftover
everything.
pizza to make like they attach it to like new pizzas because Shane Dawson pulled a picture up and the pizza slices were like all different lengths and they were very out of proportion to each other. If you go to a pizza place,
I guess
it's usually
if it was
uniform
like
pizza,
a fresh
but-
pizza that someone ordered and then they didn't like want to eat it, I guess that's okay. But then like, if they
yeah,
didn't
it's
touch
not
it
been
or something.
proven.
But then
It's not
again,
been
like, I
proven
don't know.
100%.
It's not
It
been
is very
proven, but,
like
like-
unhygienic anyway. That shouldn't be.
Yes, definitely.
That like in terms of hygiene, that's really bad.
Especially
And not only
especially for a
in terms of
kids- a
morals
kids
and in
establishment.
terms of morals and stuff, that's also quite bad as well.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese did make a response, but their response it
was
was,
kinda dry.
quite a weak response.
Yeah, I think so.
It was quite
I
weak. They
mean,
literally
yeah.
just simply said, "Oh no, we make our pizza fresh." Like they basically just said that. Really,
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't.
that's all they can say though. That's all they have to defend themselves
And
with.
apparently, now don't quote me on this. I'm not sure if this is going to be
I'm
definite.
quoting you.
Apparently, okay. Apparently, they're looking
I'm
into filing a lawsuit as well. I don't know if that is the case, but I've heard rumours about that.
Well, against
Right.
Shane
Against
Dawson.
Shane.
See what happens there? Light a fire onto someone and they'll use like force. So there you go. That's just
And there's,
like
well,
it just makes sense. It's like, oh yeah, oh wow, have you lot all cut out? Because
A lot of people are saying
Oh,
all
yeah,
Chuck E.
you lot
Cheese
all
need to
cut
do
out,
is
sorry.
just. A lot of people are saying that all
Um,
Chuck E. Cheese need to do is release a video of them making fresh pizza.
no,
That's what a lot of
but
people
then
are
you
saying.
could get like that one person one time, and that wouldn't work. You,
Or
yeah,
like-
but then it would end up like those McDonald's adverts, you know, where it's like,
oh, we genuinely
what, do
use
it-
real beef.
Yeah, like they take the
we
piss out
use
of
raw
themselves by, like,
chicken.
saying, "Oh, yeah, Keith thinks that we have like
We
yeah, I know that.
use
manufactured
beaks
chicken bits for our chicken
and our
nuggets,
leg
but they're
and
only-
chicken legs.
but there are
No,
100%
you mash
chicken.
down the chicken. You blend down the chicken and put food coloring in it. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't care. They taste good.
I mean,
True.
yeah. I mean,
Hey, they
that's
taste good.
that's another thing. A lot of people, right, working with in a kitchen, right, has exposed me to a lot of stuff, like deep frying stuff. So chips, deep frying chips. There is so much oil, so much grease, but chips taste nice. So who cares? Like, I understand that it's really bad and whatnot, but people won't care. That's
It's
what
like
this world is
it's
now.
like when everyone was going on about the horse meat scandal. Like, I know that the problem mainly was because of what they were giving the horses.
It was because it
that
was
could
lying,
potentially. Yeah, but it still tasted good.
I never had.
It's not like
never had
any.
any,
It's
so-
not. It's not like anyone complained other than when they found out.
Well, no, because you're
Yeah.
being advertised. It's being advertised as beef. Or did it just?
Yeah, but
or
what
did
I'm
it just say
saying is it wouldn't bother
lasagna?
me.
Because if it
wouldn't-
just said
it wouldn't
lasagna,
bother
then
me.
obviously that's fine.
I wouldn't say fine.
No, it's not fine, but you get what I'm saying. Like it
It
works
shouldn't.
within.
It's not,
it works
as,
within.
it's not as
Speaking-
big of an issue.
It works
It's just-
within the
Speaking-
brackets of the law. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, George, what were you going to say?
Speaking of lasagna, PewDiePie is only
I knew you was
15,000
gonna say that.
subscribers.
I knew, right. As soon as Reese said lasagna, I thought, no, I know Josh is going to work this into PewDiePie and T-Series. I can just see it coming.
Yes, it's because it's too easy, isn't it?
I'm sorry, whenever someone says lasagna, the first thing that pops into head is PewDiePie and T-Series. Like, I can't
It is,
get that
isn't
out of
it?
my head now. Speaking of which, what is their subcode?
The subcode
Or the sub
is
gap?
currently 15,409 as of this recording.
Not gonna
Jesus.
lie to you, I really don't care about T Series.
Yeah, it's got. It's everyone's. Yeah, everyone's
PewDiePie will
definitely
still
moved
be
on.
great in terms of content.
Yeah.
Because
and I
he's
will
one
still
man
subscribe to
running
him.
that channel.
It
T-Series is a whole
really doesn't
company.
matter. YouTube
Yeah.
clearly
I think it's
knows
more of a
that they're
light-hearted
botting.
thing, though. It's
YouTube
light-hearted,
know that they're
but I think
botting
people
and they
are
don't
taking it too
care and they're
seriously.
not doing anything about it. Like they're botting and YouTube don't care. They're not doing anything, so it's like, well,
Yeah, I mean, either way,
It's
even
just
if
a-
T-Series overtook PewDiePie, it will change YouTube for like a day.
it's
and then
just
after
another
that, it'll go
classic
back to
YouTube
normal.
thing. It is
People just accept
literally
that,
just another
okay,
classic
well,
YouTube thing.
It's a very unbalanced fight. So, but people will just come to terms with it eventually. Also, like, I know it's a bit of a transition again. I know we need to work on our transitions. Speaking of YouTube, I was talking to Josh about this before you came on, Reese. Do you know FouseyTube? Remember what happened to him back in the summer?
With the whole festival thing, or what?
Yeah, when he was basically
Fire festival.
going for a manic episode. I don't want to say going crazy, 'cause that does sound quite disrespectful. But he was basically going through a manic episode. They disappeared from YouTube for like, I think 6-7 months.
Well, I mean, I guess if you think about it, there's a lot of stress behind all of that, isn't there? So people are going to eventually have a breakdown.
What it was though is that because when he was like when that was happening back in the summer, a lot of people were saying he must be going through something mentally because the way he's acting, doesn't seem normal. He came back to YouTube last week and he basically confessed that during that time he was on Adderall secretly. Because
there you go, drugs.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Because he has like I think he has anxiety and bipolar. I'm not sure, but he took basically medication to like.
I
help
knew
with
he
his
had
mental
like
health.
anxiety or depression or something back when.
He basically said that he cold turkeyed off of his medication and just took Adderall.
You see, he'd been doing this for a while. He kept on going on and off of it, and he really wanted to quit it, and he really did. And then this was ages ago. I think this was like 5 years ago. And something happened, and it keeps on going and going. And it's just like, well, I understand how this affects you as a person. Like, oh yeah, I really want to get off this thing. But sometimes it's good to take it. Yes, I know it like demotes you as a person. It deletes your emotion.
Is this Adderall you're talking about, or is this...
Huh?
Wait, what are you talking about? Is this the medication or Adderall you're talking about?
Medication, bro.
Okay, yeah. I don't know what he's talking about
there. But like I don't know what Adderall really is. I know it's like a drug.
It's basically, so the thing is with Adderall,
is it
because
just
I
a strong
researched this
painkiller?
afterwards. No, it's actually, well, it can be, but Adderall is an amphetamine.
Ah, there you go.
And because I looked it up, I also watch a show called Adam Ruins Everything. And he basically said,
yeah.
like, I'm not sure if you know that guy. He said that Adderall is an amphetamine, and obviously to put that into perspective, harder substances like meth is an amphetamine as well. The effects like are very similar.
Methamphetamine.
Yeah, I mean, saying that about Fousey, I have clowned on him a lot. I have got to say, I am glad that he is doing better now. I know a lot of people clown on him.
But basically, I stopped watching him because I found him as a person, I didn't like him. But then again, that's just my opinion. That's my type of person. That it's the content that I don't want to watch. It depends what type of person you are, what kind of content you're looking for. He did create quite a good amount of content. He even done tours and stuff. He was doing good. He was doing bits, but
he was, yeah, and then it kind of all crumbled down.
I don't really know where he went from there and like how he fucked it up. I say fucked it up, but he didn't really fuck it up. No.
Yeah, I will admit I didn't like the content he makes, but
He just
as a
kinda-
person, I'm glad he's doing mentally mentally.
He kind of just had a meltdown, didn't he? Really, and
But
that's
you
what
think
happened.
about it. Imagine like being that big on social media for that.
You
long,
can't
like.
really do anything without being under the what's it called?
You're always under some sort of pressure.
No, I had a good one.
Well, go then.
What's that thing with like the glass and it's like
There's like an analogy.
no,
What?
it's not a microscope, but it's something else.
What is it? Is it
under a
saying?
magnifying
Is it
glass?
analogy?
That's it.
What is it?
Magnifying
No, it's
glass. That's it.
Science-
Basically, you can't do
a
anything without
magnifying
being
glass.
under like
Jesus
the
Christ, Ruth.
without being under a magnifying glass. Basically,
That's it. Oh,
you're
yeah.
being
I know what
you're
about
being
now.
anything you do will be highlighted and exploded, like into something
Yeah.
really
Exactly,
big.
Exactly.
And it must be like crazy, and it's like.
It just adds to like way too much pressure.
And this is
Yeah.
why a lot of famous YouTubers actually have admin and like agencies and shit. And because
Just to take the pressure.
yeah, it like oh yeah, they go to the, like their agencies or whatever, admin, blah blah blah. They go to them like, oh yeah, should I post this? Is this okay? Do you think that I will get any backlash from this? Da, 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 da. And
Yeah,
they'll give the
'cause-
nod or they won't. That's why
Yeah.
they're right. People think that YouTubers aren't on
Yeah.
the same level as celebrities. I mean,
Yeah, that's
they
what you're
aren't, but they are. In terms of like
Mm.
how big they
YouTubers
are,
are close
that's
with
a
their
different
fans.
story because the
Well,
old
depending on
media
the
is still
YouTuber,
got
really, but I think
popular from like
generally,
older people, older generations.
YouTubers are
But
closer
for the new
to their
generation,
fans
they're
than
not.
celebrities.
Old
I wouldn't say
media
they're
isn't
Yeah.
close,
popular
but compared to
compared
celebrities.
to
Well,
new
mainstream
media,
celebrities
which
anyway.
is like YouTube, whatever. Although you
That's
still
what
get
I'm saying,
actors and things like that
The same, which is
still
like,
famous
I mean, to be
more
fair, I know, I mean, to be fair,
in
I wouldn't, I'm
terms
not a
for the new
YouTuber, you know, I
generation,
don't post
but
that often.
they're
I've only
still
got
on the same
143
level,
subscribers.
so-
Even though I do want
Yeah.
to be a YouTuber,
with the whole
I do
what
think
was
I
that guy?
couldn't
James
imagine
Charles,
what it
is
would be like
Yeah,
having
how he shut
all
down,
them people
like,
messaging you every
Westfield or
day,
something.
watching you, and like Reece
Shut
said,
down
being under a
mall
magnifying
down
glass.
here somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But like that's still
I mean,
the same
obviously
level.
we've never experienced that. We
of,
like
like,
we've never experienced that many
famousness.
numbers.
Got to say, I'm not sure if Reece is
Yo.
speaking right now or if he's
Bro,
cutting out
where
because he
are
just
you?
went silent.
what's called?
He has gone silent, hasn't he?
I'm okay. I'm not actually
What
sure if Reece is
fuck?
actually talking
oh
or
my
not.
It's
god!
fine. He'll get. He'll
Whoa,
get here.
mad
There he is.
connection,
Oh, Reece, you there?
Nice.
mate. I went on a monologue.
So,
I'm just on BBC News right now, and literally 6 hours ago, this guy has found the world's biggest bee.
Why the
I
fuck
saw
do
that
we
when I was coming
care?
back from the train
Who the
station.
fuck
That
Well,
cares?
no,
is
when I
a-
was-
Big bee.
Oh, I thought you said pea. I was like, why do we care about a pea?
Oh, no, a living bee.
Bee. Okay.
Yeah,
How
but
big is it?
it's still alive. That's what I saw. Right, I'm gonna text Reece because I'm not sure if it's just me, but I cannot hear. Reece.
How big is it?
I can hear Reese.
Wait, Reece,
Really?
say something right now.
I
I,
don't
can
know,
hear
my
Josh
connection,
perfectly fine.
like,
Okay, yeah, I can
dropped out
see
for a bit.
on
And it's probably
Discord. I
dropped
can
out
the green
again.
ring going around Reece's icon.
Billy, just leave the chat and join it again.
Right, I'm gonna have to do that.
Yeah, my connection
Bear
keeps
with
on
us.
dropping out.
2 seconds, guys.
Sorry, boys.
Okay, well, this is content. I'll tell you
Literally
that.
it is. Hey, do you know what? It's real
production
life. It shows
This is
you
why I
life
wanted
ain't
to do it.
perfect.
See, this is why I wanted to do it
Yeah.
in person.
All right, just bear me 2 seconds.
We will. We definitely will eventually do this in person.
Because not only do we not talk over people, it just makes it easier.
There we are. I can hear Reece
Yeah.
now. I've not heard your voice in
Good.
so long, Reece.
Ah,
Ugh. I had to jigger myself.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
What was we-
talking about?
Yeah, what was we on
famous
about
people.
anyway?
what?
Oh
We was
no,
talking-
I was
we were about
talking
this
about
bee.
how James Charles shut down a mall again. I was like, oh, I mean, it's
What were we
still
doing
the same
that, yeah.
level. How can someone from new media shut down a mall here? They're still on the same level of popularity and stress. Like, still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Like, I could not, because I sit there and I try to imagine, like, okay, what would it actually be like to be a YouTuber? Because I've been that person where I've sat there, I've watched YouTubers and I've judged them, obviously based on controversy, but then I have taken a step back and I think, okay, whether this person
you
has
don't
the
really
right to
know
be
what they're
judged or
going
not,
through.
I
You
don't
see,
know.
that's why I kind of like I'm Alex, because he came from a low point where not knowing how popularity works and like understand it and criticizing people, and then growing up to be quite popular and then still criticizing people, but he has a more experienced view and he understands more.
Yeah.
That's
'Cause
why I
a lot
like
of
his
people.
content. Sorry about that, guys. Just burped.
It's alright. Because a lot of people seem to think that YouTubers are like, they have like a robot mentality. Because a YouTuber can sit there and say, you know, I don't care what people think of me, and they might be a confident person, and for the most part that might be true. But I think no matter who you are, things will get to you,
100%.
and
Definitely. Well, Okay, well, there we go. No, definitely, I agree.
Yeah, you were quiet.
Because I mean,
what the hell?
yeah.
Sorry, my mic was messing up.
Oh,
So I had to
alright.
Yo.
change it. So,
Yeah, what were you saying?
Another thing with like obviously being in the spotlight of the media, I mentioned this to Josh as well. Reese, have you heard the recent thing with 6ix9ine? What's going on with him?
Nope.
Basically, in our last episode we talked about him snitching on the 9 Trey members and potentially facing charges for 9 different accusations. Well, basically, because he snitched on them and he's cooperating with the police, they're basically saying that he could potentially face no charges and get put into witness protection.
but how? How can you go from 47 years to just ratting out some people?
I don't know.
But
I think it's because like he was
people in prison that probably don't actually like him, and they're thinking, well, what's the best case scenario here? Do we want to put him in prison where people probably won't like him? But then again, they were talking about putting him in a different house. Basically, this is how prison works. They put him in different houses where it's like, think about it as in like an actual house, and like they have like about 10 people living in that house, and that house has people that don't care who they're with, and they're not really like bothered with 6ix9ine is and whatnot. Whereas the other house has some people that don't like him. They're gonna what they want to do is put him into like a different, into the nice house basically. That's what it was like last. That's what it was in November, I believe, is what they were saying, or December, is what they were saying that they wanted to do. But I don't really know what it is right now. But as you're saying, they're going to put him under witness protection. They might do, but I guess they're just trying to figure out what's the best decision to
I
put
wonder
in.
how they're going to put him in witness protection, because obviously he has 6ix9ine tattooed on his face. A lot of his face tattoos are memorable. Now, his hair, he could shave his head and get a different haircut. That's not a problem. But his face tattoos, you could spot him from a mile away. So I think if they put him in witness protection, how would he actually be protected? Because even getting laser surgery to remove tattoos takes a while.
Yo, do you understand what witness protection is?
Well, yeah, I know what it is, but it's giving him a new identity in a different location where nobody knows who he is. But how is he actually going to live, though?
Well, it's not really that.
Yo, keep talking, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's what I was worried I was cutting out again there.
No, I just don't really understand I don't really know what to say, really.
I'm just
What's your
saying, like,
opinions
how
on it,
is
you
witness
Mel?
protection?
Well, no, I don't.
Well, yeah,
I
Josh doesn't
care,
really
my opinion
find
is-
the 6ix9ine drama.
Like, yeah, literally, my opinion
Oh,
is like
flip's sake.
he
You
shouldn't
better
be
not have
released.
cut out.
Well, he shouldn't be let off this easily.
Oh, this is just
I
great
was originally
production.
thinking that
level.
maybe 40
Great
is
production
a bit
quality.
much, but he definitely shouldn't be allowed to get off it scot-free.
Best production quality money can buy.
I just want to know, like, how he's gonna live. Let me disconnect and rejoin. Oh, this is right. This is why we need to do it in person, because I cannot hear Reese again.
Yeah, this isn't the best.
Yeah, this is why we need to actually record in person.
Yeah, we will eventually. It's just
Yeah, hopefully next episode will actually be in person.
yeah, definitely.
Right. I don't know what it is. I can see yeah, I think Reese has had to leave and rejoin.
Yeah.
Reese, talk.
One.
There we are. Yeah, this podcast has been full of.
Well, no, we don't
Mad
need
production
to necessarily meet in person. We just need to find a better way of us communicating.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But then, obviously, what options do we have? We have Discord. We have.
Something, really.
Skype,
person.
TeamSpeak.
I didn't even think.
Yeah.
TeamSpeak's
maybe.
good, but it's more reliable than like Skype.
I guess.
But then again,
Yeah, I suppose. I think it also depends on your connection as well.
Yeah. What broadband do you have?
I'm with BT.
Same.
Good old Virgin.
Have you got?
Uh,
See, you've got. Nah, it depends if he's got optic. Have you got optic, Josh?
I have no idea.
Do you have Billy? Do you have optic?
I really.
No, I don't. But I don't think I
I
do.
still have the fucking copper wire in the road. You know where the road is with the green boxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually, like when you get a new like provider, or when you're getting your internet set up, to tell you what you have.
Yeah.
And like my street still has copper for BT, but if you have Virgin, they usually put in optic, or they.
Oh, alright.
I'm not sure, but like it depends what package you're getting.
I believe I have optic, but I don't actually know 100%.
I mean, mine's copper and it's still quite good. I mean, I usually get like 20 ping or 10 ping usually. When on a good day, it's like 10, but usually about 20.
The best way I can describe my Wi-Fi is like a wave. 1 minute it's really good, the next minute it's the most unreliable thing in the world.
Yeah, I mean,
It is a right monopoly.
Really. We'll get there. It's just, yeah, obviously these early episodes aren't going to be the best.
Yeah, but
there'll be something.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's like I think I mentioned this in the last episode of the podcast. This is what H3H3 said when his podcast, when he got to 100 episodes, he says, "You don't fully know what you're doing until you do it 100 times."
Because you're just trying to work out, and you're trying to flow. You're trying to get through what you're doing.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're doing. I mean, to be fair, we've done 3 episodes, but the first one, I don't think we have the audio to anymore. And we obviously got really sidetracked.
I mean,
but
I think this is alright, not gonna lie. But then we could just cut out. We could cut out some of the bits in between. To be honest, like
but
this, for example.
I would say we are improving.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously it'll take time. It's like we said last. We might have actually said this on the one that we didn't upload, but the who said it, that if you won't know you've done something until you've done it 100 times.
H3H3.
That's it. Yeah, we did talk about that last time.
Yeah, I think I do remember now. Because like I said, I mean, obviously, if we do get to 100 episodes of JRB, we'll look back on this episode and think, God, what was we doing?
Yeah, definitely.
We just need to meet up and do it at someone's house.
Yeah,
we will. Once we get like a dedicated day for it, we'll be able to.
Because me and Reese were saying, when you're in person, you can see people's facial expressions, and it seems more.
And you don't jump over.
What's the word?
The connection doesn't you don't have a connection issue to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, unless your hearing's really bad, but.
Plus,
but yeah,
Billy
fair
just
enough.
is choppy as fuck for me. All I'm hearing is like him turn from a 5-year-old to a 30-year-old within split seconds.
Yeah.
Oof. Oof, indeed.
But yeah.
Are you okay, Josh?
Billy, you got it?
No, I dropped something.
Got any topics?
This whole episode, I've just heard random clashes from Josh's mic.
I'm not like in the best, like, because last time I was at my nan's and I had a nice stand for my mic and everything, but now I'm at home and then I just don't have anything.
Yo, Billy, you got any topics?
I'm trying to think, because I proper wrote down a list before we started. So we spoke about, obviously, Shane Dawson JGs.
Yep.
Trying to think words, because I wrote down proper topics for this and everything.
We've actually planned.
And I think we've actually, to be fair, we've blitzed through this. I did not think.
Blitzed through all to see it. Literally, I thought that those topics would take up at least an hour. It's only been 40 minutes.
Oh no, we have blitzed this episode because last time I don't want to say we longed it out, but last time we proper
that's good
took
though.
our
That's
time.
good because this gives us like a relevant idea of how long and how many topics we need to plan.
Yeah.
I mean, when this...
And where the first one, half of it was us just introducing.
Let me just hop on to that
True.
witness protection thing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, go on, yeah.
Yeah, I understand Billy's point there. It's just... I can see why they want to put him under witness protection, because there will obviously be a shit ton of people trying to go after him. Even when he gets out of
Yeah,
prison,
especially
even in
with
prison, he's
yeah,
not
especially
really
with his
safe.
involvement in gangs and stuff.
But
What'd you say, Josh?
Especially with his involvements like with gangs and stuff.
But then again,
Yeah, 'cause-
you could just stick him in some next level plastic surgery, or make him wear makeup every day on like the on the
he
tattoos.
does already.
Well, yeah, but that is, yeah. I mean, it would be obviously a painful thing to do.
But then again,
but if
do you
that's what
want to
you got
die,
to do to
or
save
do
your
you
life,
want to
then-
have that painful thing to do, like for about 20 minutes every morning?
The way I see it, he's brought
Like-
this on himself. He's brought this on himself.
Well, yeah, because the shit you do in life is gonna come back and after you, innit? Like
Exactly.
that's what you know
It's
from
just
a young
it
age.
links back to our first topic with the ISIS woman.
Yeah, there you go. That's another example.
Yeah.
It's just people
Yeah,
do.
and it is quite. I mean, obviously, because when you are young, obviously you do know what right from wrong, but obviously sometimes you can be easily influenced. Obviously, there's no excuse to do bad things, but it is.
There's also a
Well,
good
yeah.
thing about doing those things that you've done in your life, because you gain experience from those things. You understand that that was wrong, that you shouldn't do that.
Exactly.
Which
yeah.
is why
Yeah.
all adults and whatnot, you should actually kind of listen to them. And it's because they've
Yeah.
done it in the past and they're going, yeah, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Because
Yeah, I actually I read something the other day. It was I can't remember who it was, but it was someone quite high up in like not power but like authority.
Oh, yeah.
Respect.
And he was saying about just an idea that people over 60 shouldn't be able to vote because it's not technically their future anymore. What's your opinion on that?
Well, it depends really, because some people, like someone who's 60, some people live really long. So that person might live until they're 90 or 100.
Yeah,
So they
no,
still
but
got a
what I'm
huge chunk
saying-
of their life left.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like 16 to like 20-year-olds should have prioritised vote like choices since it is
That's
their
what they've done in
future.
Scotland. Well,
then
kind
again,
of. In Scotland, you
can't
can
limit
vote
it
from
to
16
60
upwards.
or 70. I think
No, no,
about
yeah, but
80
I'm
is
saying
when you
just-
limit it, when you cap it.
Yeah.
About then is when most people don't drive anymore, most old people, if that makes sense, like most elders.
Yeah.
I understand that the elder point is about 70, 75, 70 something. I can't remember, I used
Yeah,
to do
So I think, yeah, retirement's 75, isn't it?
Yeah, well, retirement, but nobody will actually retire about 70, trust me. Like,
Yeah, well, I don't know, well, we won't, but...
bro, our future's fucked.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, but basically, I understand that you kind of think that it's not going to change it, but most people who are 70 or younger, they understand a lot more about the future. Say if they have like grandsons or sons who are adults, you're obviously thinking about them. You're thinking about their future. So yeah, adding their votes into it as well helps along, because not only are you helping your grandson, your son, because you're thinking about them and you're thinking, oh yeah, because a lot of people who are old usually care about their family or whatever. Is that not true?
Well, yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is, like, especially with this, like, especially when it got to like the Brexit thing, it was very like even the statistics showed this to be true that like all the young people were always voting Leave, and then like anywhere from like I think it's 65 plus, like that was where all the Leave votes were from. And obviously,
Yeah, I did
yes,
notice
they
that.
made
Wait.
Live
Did you say
to
all
a
the young
very old
people were
age.
voting to leave the EU?
No, to remain.
Oh,
even.
sorry.
I meant.
I thought you said
probably-
leave. I was
think
like,
said
whoa.
messed up. No, the older people voted. Leave.
Yeah.
But then, again, I believe that the younger society and generation should have a much more
Then again,
larger like say in what their future
But
will
Well,
be.
yeah,
then
but that's like what I
again,
said.
our
In Scotland,
voting
they've reduced it to
system-
16.
our voting system is absolute trash. I don't actually know how the voting system works for Brexit. I know how it works for politics now, and like
But you don't
Labour.
have to because you're
No.
you're not 18
No.
yet, so
Listen.
exactly.
Basically, what happens is, right, in each major, like in each town usually, or each borough, sorry, There's usually like a representee or whatever that the politicians pay money for to go and represent that party. So like say Labour went to like my area and went, oh yeah, I want to do, I want to represent Labour, blah blah blah. There has to be the person who voted more for, like, the amount of people that voted more for Labour in my area will get Labour for that area, and there'll be more votes for Labour there, if that makes sense to you.
Right.
Do you understand where I'm coming
Yeah,
from?
yeah, I get what you're saying.
And that happens everywhere, every borough. So, and then they count up, oh yes, this many boroughs said Labour, and this many things said this. So not everyone's votes actually count. If you know your area well, like I know my area well, like the people, the popularity, the population there. If you know that kind of population well, you understand what the result is going to be.
Right.
Say if you wanted to vote for what's the Yellow Party again?
I have no
But
idea.
yeah, the Yellow Party.
well, yeah.
And you were voting.
Yeah, I'm not that largely into politics.
I
honest,
got into it like 2 years ago, and I got really quite into it.
I used to be into it, but I've kind of
Well, at least
forgot
yeah,
about
at
most
least
of
at
it.
least we've got you. That's why at least we have you to talk about it, because we have at least one person that understands.
But which is why it's so
That makes valid
bad
points.
is that say if like I voted for the Yellow Party and about 10 people in my area did as well, those 10 votes won't go towards the Yellow Party in the final result. They wouldn't have gone through. The Labour Party's votes would have only gone through. All the other, like, say if they were say if half of my area voted for Labour, and like the other half was split up between all the other parties, only the Labour one would go through as the votes that would be counted up. The other votes
The
won't
thing
be
is with the
counted
voting
up.
system is that, like,
And that's why our voting system is so skewed and it's so bad, which is why we need to change it.
It looks good on paper.
Which is why we need to
It
change
looks
it
good
to
on
an
paper, but it
actual
doesn't play out
counting
well.
system where you actually count it up. Like, oh yeah, there are 10
Yeah.
people in this place that voted for this party. Oh yeah, 10 people to that party. Boom. That's what we
Reese
need.
for
but
president.
it won't work. I think what happened was, I think as soon as Conservatives took control, I think it's when they changed the voting system to this, because they knew that the Conservative Party would earn more because of the rich people, the old people, and they would go, "Oh yeah, Conservative."
Reese getting all political. I'm getting into this now.
I'm really not, because I have no idea what to say.
It's so sad because I used to know about all this, but I forgot, and I'm trying to like jog my memory right now, but it's not coming
No,
back.
my dad and my like RE teacher were really quite into politics, and then my dad like kind of left it for a bit because he was like, "Fuck this, it stresses me out," and I understand it because
Yeah, it's
does.
confusing me listening.
Especially-
to
Because
it.
Yeah,
it
especially with
stresses
what's
the
going on
fuck
now.
out of you knowing too much about what's going on, because you really don't want.
Yeah, so
Because it's kind.
yeah, I'd say we should.
But then again, you don't really want
move
to be
along.
oblivious to what happens, and it's quite good to know.
It's
what
that balance. Yeah,
But
in
yeah.
between it.
Anyway,
I'm just thinking right now because we were I expect us to be talking about like YouTube drama and like things in hip hop.
no, yeah,
Not-
literally, that's
it's
why
good. Don't
that's
get me
what I'm
wrong,
trying
but
to talk about. No,
It's a good
do any
change,
of
but
you
I
actually
didn't expect
follow?
it.
Do any of you follow the Instagram account, the Bread Batch?
No, you
The
said
bread
this
batch.
last time.
yeah,
No.
yeah, you mentioned it.
Oh, did I? Anyway, yeah. It's basically just like really up to date things that's going on with like YouTubers and
I
like
should really
everything in
follow
the
them.
social world. And the one that came out most recently is I don't know if you guys know this, but you know the rapper Dax.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I know this story.
He wants to fight KSI.
Oh, I'm thinking of the different story.
No, but yeah, Dax wants to fight KSI.
I didn't actually know that.
So yeah.
The thing is that I think a few
And,
people have called out
And then
KSI.
yeah,
because he's not responding to
recently,
Logan.
Yeah, recently Dax went on Impulsive, which is Logan Paul's
Can I
podcast,
just say something?
saying how he wants to.
Can I just
thing, and then
can I say something?
also Logan Paul wants.
Basically, a lot of people have realised that this works. This works for popularity. This works for money. This is why.
Oh yeah, it's definitely the new diss
This
track.
is why they implemented the pay-per-view, so that people will pay.
Yeah.
And you're earning more money than what they first got in the first matches with Joe Weller and that. Because I think they lost quite a bit. Or no, they definitely, no, I think they got a profit, but it wasn't really big. But then they learned from that first one and got people to pay. And I think even then it wasn't that big, because the whole venue took a big cut. And even
that's why a lot of
each
people rumoured it.
Each boxer took a big cut, and all of this, everything that goes into actually getting it takes quite a lot of money out of it all. And I guess that's why they did pay-per-view, and I understand that, but I don't know. And a lot of people, a lot of famous
Yeah,
people...
but I suppose that's why. Wait, Reece, did you hear about the rumours that happened? People rumouring that the draw was intentional, because a lot of people think it was intentional, so they could stretch it out. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. But...
I mean, it would make sense in a financial,
in a logistics type of
view.
Then yes, that makes sense. Although I don't.
But I genuinely believe that they don't like each other.
Yeah, I think.
But the thing
I think
is,
I have to go with Josh.
They
there.
don't like each other, but it's like that kind of don't like each other where it doesn't really matter, because they both benefit from this whole thing going on.
I think that
Reese over here sound like a deflating balloon.
I was gonna say.
I think that Logan Paul and KSI aren't obviously best friends, but they're almost comrades in terms of like business business partners, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Did I drop out again?
It's definitely something. It's definitely something to really dive deep into.
But no, I think it's because I think they're more or less business partners compared to being actual friends, which is what a lot of people are on YouTube, and a lot of how collabs happen. Apparently that's really business heavy. It's not necessarily just two friends. It really is quite big in terms of business. Like you kind of have to bring something to the table as well. You can't have just your friend popping up. I think it's different for, let's say, Will and Ian, I'm Alex and all of those people. If you understand what I'm saying, because they used to be in a house together, quite a big house.
They still are they not?
No, I didn't. Are they? Oh yeah, they are. Shit.
I think they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are.
They're massive
Yeah, they are. Aren't
They're saying that when you collab with someone.
Stephen Try doesn't live with them.
No.
Oh, doesn't.
But they're still in.
I think
then
I never moved in.
But
recently.
it's because they're in quite a big place. I think it's kind of different because they're more or less they've planned. Oh yeah, this will be bound to happen. You're bound to eventually pop up in one of my videos. Yeah.
But speaking of what
That's
Reese was
right,
saying, speaking of what Reese was saying about collabs though, but if you put name a random YouTuber,
Memulous.
If I made a video and I put featuring Memulous in the title, then obviously when someone searches Memulous, it will link my video to that search result. So that's why collabs get big.
Why they do it.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just trying to play devil's advocate with the boxing with Joe Weller and the boxing thing. But then again, it's kind of what I believe as well. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say, and it's hard to tell. To be honest, by the end of the day, I really don't care. Business is business. That's what it is.
Hey, look. Does it entertain you? Does it entertain you?
Yeah, exactly. That's the only reason it is there for. It entertains people, and at the end of the day,
Yeah,
both of them make
I
a
mean,
lot of money.
really,
from it,
if you think
so-
about it,
Yeah.
YouTubers are literally just entertainers. They are earning money from entertaining.
literally, if the numbers weren't there, that beef or whatever wouldn't be
and
happening.
what else is it?
Yeah.
It's literally the same as actors and people in film and comedy people.
Yeah,
and
yeah, it's putting on a show. It's just
You're entertaining. That's what you're doing, and you're
you're creating
and
a
you're
piece
earning
of
money
entertainment
from
to
it,
entertain an
and
audience.
that's what it is. It's
Exactly.
not.
It's not that humans love drama
Oh,
as well.
yes.
Like,
Exactly.
see, we're so stuck to it's in our nature as well. We're so stuck to
I
conflict
think
and
it's
drama that we
because
can't live
it
without
adds something to life, if that makes sense. I think it adds something to someone, in a circumstance. If there wasn't something there, it would be boring to us. And as humans,
it. It gives
as
people,
humans, I feel as though
some
we
people,
are
it gives them
very-
purpose.
As humans, I think we're very curious, like cats. I think we're more or less curious and interested in something. And if we poke the beast, like we're gonna get what? We're gonna get the ugly truth, if that makes sense.
We love to push our
Yeah.
limits as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I feel like we're coming slowly to the end of our topics, but we still got a couple more things to talk about.
Yeah, the one thing that literally just popped into my head is obviously all the... I'm not sure if you guys want to go into it, but have you heard about all the copyright stuff on YouTube? About how after 5 years of it being implemented, YouTube are actually properly cracking down on it now. Like, because a lot of people would file like false copyright claims and get away with it,
yes,
but
I
apparently
wanted to
YouTube
talk about
are
this.
properly...
Yes, oh yes.
YouTube are properly cracking down on it now.
To be honest, I.
Sorry, what's that? I missed that.
About the copyright abuse on YouTube.
What YouTube have?
Oh yeah.
About how
what
YouTube are actually
have
taking
taken off
action.
the blindfold and realised what's going on.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, yeah, it took them 5
Yeah.
years to do, but better late than never.
I think it's because
Yeah,
it's become
definitely,
in
definitely.
such a quite a good. It's because it's been highlighted now because of Pokimane, because of that one that Twitch streamer, whatever her name is. Alicity,
yeah.
I know.
whatever her
Is
name
it? Is she the one who said "copy strike"?
Copy strike
PewDiePie"?
PewDiePie.
That's
Oh,
it.
that bitch.
Give me
Yeah.
copy
Okay.
strike.
But saying
Yeah.
that, I think
But
two
I heard,
YouTubers, I think H3H3 definitely highlighted it, and the recent drama with Just
Yeah,
Destiny.
Linus Tech Tips apparently has been flagging a lot
Yeah.
of people, but he cleared that up in a live stream. So bang, watch that if you want to.
Yeah. But it's just unfortunate because like a lot of big companies as well
Kinda wanna work for
will
Linus.
just go ahead and flag people's videos.
Yeah, it's again. It's just it comes down to greedy CEOs and businesses that are
You say
multi-millionaire
greedy,
companies that
but then
can't
again,
let their little go.
it's more or less just business.
I know. Yeah, I know it's business, but
It's
Come
not
on.
right though. But the thing
it's
is with
not,
YouTube,
it's not like they need the money more than the
But-
person.
the thing is though,
creating.
people like to go in on YouTube and criticize them for the copyright system, but legally they have to have a copyright
It's because
system.
these
That's
it's
what a lot
because
of
these
people
people
fail to
are so
understand.
naive, sign up to these contractors that will strike people down no matter what, and then they get in shit, and then they realise that this is what's going to happen if you do this. The copy strike people don't care what happens to you. That's obviously going to be in the contract. There's obviously going to be small print, and I doubt people read that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Um,
absolutely.
But then there's just more.
I'm just glad that YouTube.
But then there's more
action.
logical like views with the whole Linus thing. I'm pretty sure he cleared it up with the fact like some people probably were like, I don't know, but there's obviously a reason behind it. I didn't actually watch the full
Yeah.
thing. I watched it at like 3 a.m. So I was like, you know what?
In other news, I'm just scrolling through the bread batch, like I just said, and 3 days ago, Lil Xan is expecting his first child with his girlfriend.
Wait, who's he with now? I know he was with Noah Cyrus, but then they
her
broke
name
up.
is Annie
Oh.
Smith.
Annie Smith.
All right, there's a lot of names that I don't
Expecting his
like.
first child with her.
No,
What,
just
Lil
in terms
Xan?
of like normal names like Annie Smith.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
All right,
Annie,
all right,
are you
MJ.
okay?
Come on.
You've been hit by a smooth criminal.
Oh, Josh, why did you take media? You should have taken music.
Exactly. I don't know. I just, I got to match up with Brad.
Shout out to Brad.
We'll be like 21 Pilots, but
dear.
number 2.
Yeah, 22 pilots.
Number 2 only because we'd be the shit person. Get it? Because number 2.
Yes, you don't have to explain your joke, Josh.
Hey, we hit an hour.
Though, was that like...
Okay.
Why is that such an accomplishment?
I don't know. It's just, in all fairness, it hasn't
To
felt
be honest,
like
it kind
it's
of
been that
is
long.
because we had to.
Like, it feels like just a minute
Because
ago
last
we were
episode
talking
we had to stretch it
about...
out a bit towards the end.
Yeah, but like I said...
we've already
that's
done
what I'm
more
saying.
than we have last episode.
But like I said, today, we've blitzed through this properly.
Yeah, I mean, I've literally run out of things to say. I'm literally going through Instagram trying to think of things to say. So maybe this is a good place. To end it
I mean, like I said, it has been a drama-filled week.
How's your?
Yeah, but I don't want. Again, I don't want
To be honest, I
don't
can't.
really want to rinse it
I
completely.
would quite like this podcast to be a very healthy balance, or a good balance, or a balance, in fact, of drama, news, or whatever, and just us.
Yeah.
So.
But there's not. Like, we don't want it to stretch way too long. There should be, like, just for the sake of getting it to that time.
But it's like what Reece said. At the end of the day, it's the JRB podcast. It's our thing. So we talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's what
I
we
haven't
want.
actually spoken
you
to you
trying to
guys
say
all
something?
week. Sorry. So I actually don't know.
Yeah, we've been having the.
I
week
actually
off
don't
of,
know
college.
how you guys have been. So, how was your week?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask this at the start of the episode, but I thought I don't want it to become into just like a.
I
like
would
a
have.
chat,
No,
really.
to be honest,
I
I
wanted to
could.
come in, like, actually have some things.
To be honest, I would have
people
thought that
can
would have been
take from
cool.
it.
Like joining in for a conversation to then just getting down to the topics. Oh, cut me off
how
then.
have you guys been then? What have you guys been up to? I cut you off with the thing you were cutting me off. It's fine. So yeah, what have you guys been up to?
Work.
I'll go first this time because that was nice last time. Well, literally, not apart from today, going to the eye hospital to talk about surgery with my lazy eye. Apart from that, that's the only.
Yeah, I was
Don't
wondering.
don't they give you injections?
Yeah,
and
no.
shit
Well, I mean, you guys
on your
obviously.
eye and they make it.
That's right. So there's two options. The consultant said there's two options. I can either go in for surgery, which obviously strengthen the eye muscle, or I can get Botox shots in my eye every 3 to 4 months.
I'd go under.
Yes, I know
the
that. I don't.
scalpel.
It's grim.
I'd get the muscle re-strengthened, realigned.
It's grim.
whatever.
So what is this? Is this like, if you have this procedure done, then you won't have to wear glasses?
But
Probably
your
not.
glasses suit you.
So I literally
I
just
better
go.
with But that's probably because
Saying
I've only
that,
seen
what?
you with glasses.
Yeah, but saying that, when I first, it was halfway through year 9, I came to school in glasses. Everyone looked at me. They was like, "What the hell has happened to you?"
Well, yeah, but obviously because we've only known you with your glasses. Because,
Yeah.
We've only known each other for almost a year at this point. Not even
it's
that.
been- no, it's been
like
6 months.
half a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
6
half
months.
a year. Jesus.
Anyways, what you been up to, Reece?
No. Yesterday I went up London to Nighttown and copped a new pair of trainers. Oh, I also bought some clothes.
Ooh, what'd you get?
Like last week. No, I went to Nighttown.
Some Yeezys.
That wouldn't be Yeezy.
Some Air
Josh.
Forces.
Oh no.
Some...
One
I have no
Yeezys at
knowledge of
Adidas.
shoes or fashion or whatever.
Yeah.
Adidas.
Yes,
is good, yeah.
you said
You said
Yeezys.
Nike, did you not?
Yeah,
Nike,
we're just
Did you
kind of
just say
throwing
Nike's
brands out there
Adidas?
right now.
No, I said
Then why?
Yeezys at Adidas.
Josh, shush. Because I said I went up
What?
to
I'm so
Nighttown and you were like, oh yeah,
so am I.
Yeezys, did you cop them? I was like, wait, what?
Oh no, I said
I
Yeezys
was
as a
about to
joke.
say,
I didn't
I was
even
like,
listen
oh, I
to
have
what
to
you were
educate
saying.
Okay.
I'm not that retarded. Then again, you are talking to the same person who wears the same 2 shirts every week. to
True.
college.
I mean,
That is very
I
true.
mean, hopefully you wash
Yeah.
them.
I've actually copped some new merch. Because I went
Where he
to,
has like 5 t-shirts of
I
the
went
same
to see
t-shirt.
a artist.
Oh, you went
Yeah,
to see
definitely. I went to see someone who is very near and dear to my heart, and whose
Smack
music has
short
helped me
things.
through very different times in my life. His name is Whit Lowry. His actual name is Mark. If you search him up, and hopefully Billy may put his link in the description to his YouTube channel.
More work.
Anyway, yeah, he's very influential rapper.
Did you
yeah,
go and
definitely
see him
a
recently?
very talented lyricist, and
Oh.
yeah. When I saw him last Friday, it was. Well, depending on when
quick,
this comes
shout out
out,
the date.
Well, yeah,
tomorrow,
We're,
so it'll be a week
what's the
ago
date today? 21st of February.
What was
That's
the day?
today. So 6 days
Oh.
ago.
It was the 15th. It was the day after Valentine's Day.
Oh,
That's
alright.
what it
Yeah,
was,
that's kind of why we haven't posted.
And
Kind
honestly,
of why we
it
haven't
was
posted
one of
podcasts
the best
within,
nights of my life.
a week, because we were kind of busy. Well, 2 people were.
Yeah, well, me and
Oh,
me
only
and
2
Billy
of
were
you
busy
guys.
on Valentine's Day. Reese
Only
wasn't.
2
I
of
mean,
you.
sorry, was that too deep? I didn't mean to deep.
That was a little bit. Well, no, because we said we want to try it every Thursday to record.
And I was just like, yeah, you know
because
what, go
we have
fuck.
college on Thursdays.
I was like, yeah,
and
you know what,
we're just all
do what you
together,
want.
and
It's alright.
Because-
I think now that we don't have a reason not to do
I
every
think
Thursday.
that's just generally what
Yeah,
mucked us
yeah,
up.
definitely.
And then
He says,
we just need to
yeah.
it's because we definitely didn't have the schedule.
Once we get into, I think, like I said, once we get into a routine, we'll we won't have the problem.
Definitely a lack
I also
of
need to start
motivation. After this-
working.
after
I also
recording
need to
this,
start
I
working
genuinely
on trying to
enjoyed
get
my
topics
time.
together for myself. And
Yeah. Because me and
No,
Billy
last-
have been the
last
ones
week I
kinda-
came with
which is
topics.
fine,
You can't blame
which is
Reese
fine.
though. He has been at work a lot.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is, if you
and
don't
I
have
can- I
topics,
can
it's
give a-
still
I
okay
can-
because
I can voice an
then
opinion.
we get
on
your
guys'
reaction. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like an unfiltered, a natural opinion of what you genuinely think for the first time.
Which is why when I mentioned 6ix9ine, I didn't want to put it in the group chat because obviously that story's
I
a
was
shock.
like-
And I
was
wanted
like,
to.
oh, damn.
I know I can't see you guys' reaction,
Yeah.
but I saw.
We aim to talk about things that we usually really wouldn't talk about or really give knowledge to, and just kind of stuff like that. And I feel like I'm still explaining what the podcast is 2 weeks after the first episode's come out, but that's fine.
Yeah.
But we are reaching the hour and 10-minute mark, so
I mean,
Yeah, like it's gone.
I had
well.
rather a good day.
yeah,
on
we
Wednesday,
definitely.
actually, which is yesterday. I don't know.
Well, as of
I
this
just went out with
recording,
my brother and his
The Wednesday
girlfriend
the
to
20th.
London, and just went and copped some shoes and
Fair
I
enough.
was gonna go to Brick Lane and try and find a jacket, but then like half the jackets were probably swiped or just trash or not in my size. But then I was like, I'll just go on Depop. Can't be bothered to go around.
Yeah. Well, yeah, when you're spending that amount of money on something like that,
Yeah, I
you
wanted
definitely
a
wanna have it to
jacket,
your style.
like a windbreaker or something, a slightly thicker than that, because I have too many thick jackets, and it doesn't really fit a lot of my clothes, and it's getting warmer now,
Yeah.
so it's like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, definitely, it's getting warmer now. Like today, it's been a beautiful day.
I think I looked because obviously when I went to London today, I looked on my weather app. It was like 15 degrees, and I thought,
Yeah, it was
this
15 degrees. Yeah,
this time last year it was snowing.
which for February is very, very peculiar and strange, especially for the UK weather.
Like I said, it was snowing this time
warming.
last year. So what?
Hey, I didn't
Global
realize
warming.
this was an ASMR channel.
What's up, guys?
Global warming. Then again, we did have a
Yeah,
tiny bits of snow this year. Well, last year, but
Define snow.
Well, it was right. Well, it wasn't like 3. It was.
It was like 1.
I don't know how many inches it was, but it wasn't that many.
Yeah.
It was just that. It was just enough to cover the grass, and that was about it.
Yeah, that is
Which
very
is
true.
is fair enough, and I like it's weird because when you're a kid, it's all you really hope for. But like when we're at our age, like I really
But then you
genuinely
think
don't
about
want
it,
to snow.
like as
I
like
feel
people who
100%.
live in the UK, we don't actually get snow that often anyway. Even before global warming was like a thing. It doesn't
Depends what
happen.
part of the
It
UK.
doesn't
Yeah.
actually happen
Where
yearly.
we are, you never
It
get
doesn't
snow.
happen yearly. It's like a proper downfall. We'll usually, if you ever happen,
You'd be
if
lucky.
it actually
You'd be
happens
lucky
at all,
if it happened
like-
every 2 years.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
I mean,
you-
we're
if
in
you
like
look-
the
I think it was
southeast
because of that
anyway, for the UK, so
hurricane
it's
that
like-
got cut in half due to the. I think it was like a rise in cold air that split the hurricane in America. And
Didn't know this was a geography
what
lesson,
happened
but
was
Yeah,
they were
didn't
telling
we?
people to not leave their houses because you can literally freeze to death if you got caught right in the middle, which is
Oh,
like the eye,
jeez.
which is the eye of the
I didn't know
hurricane.
about
If you
this.
got caught right in the middle, you could have froze to death.
oh yeah, that's deadly.
Because like it was only due
Well,
to
no.
the.
Oh no,
Yeah,
the
It was only
eye
due to the fact that it got split
isn't.
in half.
It's the eye wall.
But yeah, and it's like deep. And apparently, like the other week, we were getting kind of the backlash of the winds that the hurricane caused, which is why it was really cold and windy, like the past week. But yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, bit of a change.
Yeah,
Changes.
I feel like it's hit a bit of a wall here, so I feel like we should
Yeah. Well,
end this second episode off.
well,
So,
we've had a good
yeah,
episode, so
Yeah, we've definitely had more topics this time than last time, so we're definitely improving.
I think
and
I
feel like
actually checked.
after a few more episodes, we'll finally get there.
You go.
I mean, Reese is.
Go
my wish samers.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say at least Reese's mum didn't walk in.
on.
This
That
time.
way. No, it's because I didn't tell her. It's because I
I
didn't tell her
pre-warned
that I
my
was gonna do it
family.
that late.
Same.
That was all.
But that's fine because
Bad
yeah, again,
communication.
it was a pilot. It's always nothing really goes right. Yeah, but we've learned, and yeah, no one walked
what
in
was
this
it?
time. So yeah,
I'm
Anyway,
pretty sure, like, I
so
noticed
if none of
that
you
we
have anything
actually
more
only.
to say, then
I think we got like 9 listens, which is quite good to be honest for like our first. No, it was like
We got,
9
hey,
listens on
we're
SoundCloud.
just
and I
starting
saw it
out.
and I
We're
was
just
like, oh,
starting
damn.
out.
I think we
50?
got about 50
Ah, it
views
must have
on
been your lot.
YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Is
We've got 9 subscribers. So if you want to raise that number, please subscribe.
Get those tags on, Billy. Get 6ix9ine
Yeah.
and
That's,
Muffin
that's
Yeah, I
JRB
mean-
podcast.
I will.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Don't worry,
get them in
Reese.
the
Everyone
tags.
shout
Don't
Mother
worry,
Teresa.
Riz. I'll be on it tonight.
Mother Teresa. So we can get the tag. I don't know.
Oh no.
Why?
What?
Why?
I don't know.
Oh, so you get the tag.
I'm
Okay,
taking the
Reese.
piss.
Okay, we're not pieces of shit YouTubers yet.
Yet. Keyword yet.
Anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've not
unless you
got
guys
anything to
have
talk about.
Anything
Reese.
to say?
Alright,
Then we start saying goodbye.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, thank you guys for
We'll see you later.
listening. And
But yeah,
Yeah.
as always, we're on
Well,
SoundCloud as well. So
yeah, all of the links are in the descriptions to everything you can listen to it onto, wherever you want really. And yeah, we'll definitely keep you
And
posted.
do one next week.
We're gonna try and aim for a weekly.
Yeah. Eyes and ears
definitely
out.
aim for weekly episodes. But yeah, obviously.
All right then.
Yeah.
See you
we'll
guys
aim for a
later.
bit. No promises.
Bye.
But yeah, so yeah, thank you for listening and goodbye.
take care.